Hello, it's me, Jill. How are you? It's Sunday night. We're here for our free card making tutorial. And look, I've had a week. I can tell you. After last Thursday's video, all the shenanigans that went on there, crikey, I tell you what, I wanted something really easy tonight. Now, I've wanted to do this for a very long time. I am playing bark. Bark. Remember MASH? Bark. I've wanted to say that. I've waited my whole life to say that. Bark. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Now, as I said, I wanted an easy week. I'm digging into my busy box for a sentiment again, some scraps that I've got in there. I think everybody should have one of these. Yeah, it just makes life easy when you might well be in a bit of a hurry. Now, my son came over yesterday. Thank you, Jason. He fixed my iPad. He used a few technical terms. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go, Mum. And it only cost me 2 croissants with ham and cheese. Winning. Yeah, okay, so let's get going. As I said, I wanted to have an easy week this week. Look, as a YouTube creator, which is what we're called, I just say card maker, sometimes it's really hard. It is really, really hard to come up with those original things all the time. And, you know, lucky for the audience, they can see this, say, yes, I'm going to make that. And then it's all put out there for them, all the measurements and everything. So, yeah, sometimes I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy that doesn't have to think too hard. And I've done it this week, but I've tweaked it. Of course, I've tweaked it. I'm using this gorgeous sketched butterflies. Now, this is a bundle, stamps and dies. So it's here on page 68. Now, look, they're the dies, they're the stamps. I will put all the details below if you want to know. Look, if you're a Stampin' Up customer, chances are you've probably got some of this stuff, most of this stuff. But if it's retired, doesn't mean it's dead. So I am going to throw in retired products. I bought them, I paid for them. And you may well have some of these retired products. So if you don't, you know, find something that you do have. So, oh, I put this away prematurely. Hang on a tick. Hang on. Oi, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So I wanted to make that card. And this is the card featured on page 68 of the current annual catalogue, which, by the way, will be Gonski in next month, the end of next month. So I wanted to make that. Not really a pink girl. So, yeah, I chose different colours. Look, creativity is all about what you want to do. You can take that, you can run with that. I have actually tweaked it a little bit. I've got the original first card that I made here. Now, that is obviously pink, and they have put the butterflies in different orientation. Now, I hope you can see that. I'm going to stand up. But I'm going to show you how I recreated this, how I tweaked it, how I recreated it. And, yeah, I've done a lot of the background stuff. So I think we'll just get going. Now, they look like they could well be popped up. I've popped up this panel. You know, why fiddle around with dimensionals when you can just do one great slab of, yeah, of dimension. So there you go. I am going to be doing some colouring in. Oh, sorry, just dropped something. What else is new? So, yeah, I think we'll just get going. and I'll show you all the bits and pieces. As I said, the measurements and everything will be down in the comments, so we'll get going. Okay, so I've got a basic white card base. Now, if something happens to this video, I'm going to be very, very upset and very disappointed, because my son spent, you know, a fair bit of time yesterday and 2 croissants sorting it out for me. So yeah. Now so I've got a basic white card base here. So I have gone ahead and cut out a piece of this gorgeous bokeh paper. Now, this particular one is in balmy blue, I believe. Now, it is just a little bit short of the card base. I just wanted that little peak of white, just to tie the white in. Yeah, I'm a big believer of tying things in. As if you've watched my videos, you'll know. Yeah, so I like to do that. So I've done that. I have also stamped and die cut the butterflies. Now, I've popped them back in there with just a bit of tape, just a bit of that removable tape, just so I can colour them in. Normally I would colour them in before I cut them. I've also cut out extra little butterflies. I'll show you the dies. The stamps are here. I put them on one block and I stamped them in one go, and then I cut them out. As you can see here, I've just cut them out, stamped them in one go. It was quicker. Die cut the smaller ones. Any that are left over, I keep them in a little bag. I pop them in with the die case. So you get dies for these butterflies, obviously. You get 3 on one die, and they're all joined together. And then you get this tiny little butterfly as well. There are other butterflies in here, but these were the ones that I've used. Okay, now this is going to be like a jigsaw puzzle, putting this back together. So yeah, I think I'll do that later, because, you know, life's too short, isn't it? Yeah, I feel like I've got a little bit of church music playing, given that it's Sunday. So yeah, that's all tied in. So I've done that, and ahead of time I have also embossed this white panel in the middle here. Now the basic, no, what do you call it? Balmy blue bokeh, beautiful bokeh piece of DSP is in metric 10.1 centimetres by 14.7. This card is 14.7. In the US, it is 5.5 by 4 1/8. The basic white embossed piece is in metric 8.1 by 14.7. And in the US, it is 5.5 by 3 3/8. I hope. Anyway, I have embossed this with a retired embossing folder. I love this embossing folder. It's called the TIMEWORN Type. And it just gives this gorgeous textured, beautifully textured. Now, chances are you've probably got one. Here's another one that's very old. It was called Scripty. I love this one too. But if you look at the embossing folders in the catalogue, there are a few that you could use. So you want something with that grungy textured background. Any of those would do. Okay, so yeah, if you don't have these particular things, have a look at what you have in your stash. Okay, so I've got a basic white card base. Oh, I've already done that, haven't I? Yeah, crikey. Okay, hang on. I have to have a drink. Sorry, guys. And I've got all these little bits and pieces. So we're going to just get to getting and putting this together. Now, I did make it different. Like, they put 2 of these medium ones and this big one in the middle. And, you know, my brain said, no, they have to be in order. I don't know if your brain thinks along those lines, but anyway, mine does. But there you go. So, yeah, change it up. If you didn't like the way it was in the catalogue, change it up. So I'm going to do a few things here. I'm going to glue this on here. Make sure your card opens the right way. And, yeah, I'm a liquid glue girl, so I'm hoping that there are no issues with my glue today. I had issues the other day, and I've made myself a new glue stand. I thought maybe it was the old blue tack that was in there. Oh dear. Maybe it's me. Hang on. Right, hold your horses, honey. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right, so a bit of glue. Well, a big bit of glue by the looks of this. And there's a tiny little border. Tiny, tiny little border. It will be the same top and bottom. So it lines up with the top and the bottom of the card. But you have 2 little borders on the side. Now, stand your card up, either up right way or upside down, and line that up with the top and the bottom. So I've got this beautiful skinny little border and this beautiful paper that is going to show through. So now I want to tell you about, did you know that we have, hang on, where are they? Hang on. We have sheets of, oh dear. Here we go. Sheets, just 4 sheets of dimensionals. So you can pop a whole piece rather than fiddle around with, yeah, with that. So I think I'll just pop this on here, put this straight on the card, and maybe just add a couple of little bits here and there. But for the most part, this will be quick and easy. So just a piece about that big. See, I can cut them to size. So that's the beauty of this, yeah, buying it in the sheets. And I've got some Teflon scissors. Now, they're really good. They stop your scissors from gumming up when you're cutting out, you know, adhesive stuff. But this saves so much time and effort. So I might need another little piece here, and that's fine. Look at that. That little piece will fit in perfectly. So there we go. Look at that. Oh, actually, I'll cut it down a bit and keep that with my strips over there. Okay. Now I just watched, you know, sometimes this is the way I think as well. I just watched a YouTube creator, and, you know, he was saying, where does he fit in the scheme of things? And sometimes I feel a bit like that too, you know, like I want to make cards. I want to make cards, but you know, obviously I want to make a living as well. And I don't like to push selling product. And then this is what he was saying. He's in the same spot. He just wants to make cards. And, you know, I really felt a kinship with this guy. So I'm going to pop that in there. There's about a 1/2 inch or something, like a sort of centimetre or something like that border. So yeah, I've lined that up down the bottom. I hope, ooh, that's not straight. I was hoping that would work, but clearly that didn't work. But yeah, I mean, I just come on here, I just amuse myself. If you guys learn something or indeed enjoy watching card making, then, you know, my job is done. But I do have a business, and I do, you know, I do appreciate sales and all the rest of it, but I'm not into the hard sell. So yeah, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, I was just getting into that. I am not in this to make $1 million. I'm never going to make $1 million, but you know, just be thankful. If you can enjoy this, then my job is done. And be kind. Be kind. A lot goes into these, and a lot of YouTube creators spend a lot of time. I mean, I spent half of yesterday, you know, getting all of this ready and everything. And yeah, a few kind words. And don't get me wrong, I get more beautiful, lovely, kind comments than I do get negative ones. And I am so grateful. Yeah, but I was talking to another creator, and like somebody just felt the need to put a negative comment. Why? That requires effort. I don't understand negativity. Anyway, I'm going in with the light balmy blue, and I'm just going into the center of all of these butterflies. They're going to be all the same. These are the blends. They blend beautifully. They go on really smoothly. Yeah, I can't say enough how lovely alcohol markers work. Now, you may not have the Stampin' Up! Ones, but alcohol markers are really, really excellent for colouring, and especially if, you know, you're not an expert. I'm not an expert. But yeah, so the next colour I'm going to do is the light blueberry bushel. And I'm going on the outside of his wings now. I'm just going around the outside of his wings. And the good thing about these is, even if you make a mistake, this particular image is a sketchy image. And so people may or may not know whether you meant to do that or not. Well, that's my story anyway. But I find colouring really relaxing. I quite enjoy watching other people colouring. I have a load of those, you know, mindful colouring books. And that's sometimes a good place to start, to practice. Even kids' colouring books. We've got loads. Our little granddaughter's just started school, so we don't have her every week now. But there's a million colouring pencils, texters, you name it, plus colouring books out in my back room. I can't get rid of them because she's going to be coming over in the school holidays. But yeah, I don't think she'll mind if I were to colour in some of those. Now I'm doing the light Tahitian Tide. Now this is a retired colour. I paid for this blend, so it is going to get used. Trust me. Trust me on this. It's a gorgeous colour. Why you would get rid of it, I would not know. But I'm just going between the two of them, and I'm filling in that little gap that I left. Again, this does not have to be perfect, okay? Okay, and you can go over with these a few times, these markers. That's what I find really good about them. And each time you go over, you're going to kind of spread a different colour, a different level, because they blend in the middle there. Now I've just sticky taped these in here just to make it easy. Just to make it easy for you guys to see the colouring. So now I'm going to go back with the lighter balmy blue. I'm just going to go over where that Tahitian tide meets the balmy blue, just little circles. And when that's dry, you'll see how that turns out. Now I've got my light grey granite. That is going to be for his little body. And we're done. We're done with the colouring. I love the blues. I love greens. I love all sorts of colours. Not a lover of pink. Anybody that knows me will testify to that. Okay, so we've got our gorgeous oh, where is my greeting? Here it is. So we've got our gorgeous butterflies done. We've done our embossing with that gorgeous texture on there. I've cut out these little butterflies and I'm going to attend to my little sentiment. Now, I had all these white strips left over from trimming down cards. Now, the other day, I literally just stamped random greetings on them, and I have them in here ready to go. Now, because they're little strips, I went to look for small sentiments that I could use them up. So, yeah, don't throw them out. Get one of these little boxes and, yeah, Bob's your uncle. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on here. This is another scrap. I found this scrap in my scrap tin, and I am going to have a conniption in a minute with this glue. I don't know what's going on at the moment, but anyway, crikey, if it's not one thing, it's another. Oh, by the way, I did not find that stamp from Thursday night, and it's not like it was a small stamp either. I'm telling you, it's stuck to something and it's made its escape from this room. Dear, oh dear. Okay, I'm just going to line that up. Look, I did not even trim these scraps down, and I kid you not, I didn't even have to. So there we go. So I will have to trim it down now. So I'm going to just get some long-handled scissors. I could do this with the shorter ones, but I am so terrible at cutting straight and lining up. But look, I did it. Okay. So there we go. Maybe the secret is long-handled scissors. What do you think? Okay, so I've got that. We're ready to put this together. Now, I don't know how they did it, but this is how I did it. I kind of had these, and I just randomly placed the three that were joined together. I cut two of these out. Now look, you can turn them upside down and have them going in opposite directions. Butterflies fly in all sorts of directions. Okay, so we will do that. We'll glue those on. This makes it quick because the three of them are joined together. So yeah, you really only need a little bit of glue here and there. And don't worry about the fact that this is embossed. We're gluing these butterflies down over the top of them. So, yeah. I think we'll pop this one going like that. I've got a couple of little ones, little loose ones that I am actually going to fit in and around. Now I've cut plenty, and they will just go back into that little bag that's in the with the stamps and the dies. So yeah, quite often it's handy to just cut a few extra. Literally, it only takes you a couple of seconds to cut each one, and you know, if you end up having them in reserve later on, then that's great. So I will pop these ones going this way, I think. Yeah, okay. Because as I said, I've got a couple of extra little ones that I can pop around. So there we go. Okay, so while they're sticking, I will just get this block and just pop that on there. And I'll just get a few out in readiness. Now this might be a good time to use those tweezers, you know, those reverse tweezers. When you let go of them, they will hold. I've had these for so many years, I don't even know. It was one of the first things I bought when I was crafting, because I just went, oh, how handy is that? Right, okay, now we'll just, I think we'll just do a bit of a put and look. What do you reckon? So we'll pop maybe, and I wanted a couple to be sort of off the edge, just off the edge a little bit. So we'll pop him there like that. We'll have another one down here. And you know what, that might be it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little butterflies out of here. As I said, I've only just popped a little bit of removable tape on them. And yeah, just to hold them in place while I coloured them. So I'm starting with the small one up the top, medium one in the middle. Now this is just going to help me get a visual on if I need to add more of the little butterflies. And they're just adding to the texture behind in the background. I think that looks okay. What do you reckon? So we'll glue this little guy here. I want him sort of hanging off the edge. So we'll pop him there like that. And this fellow over here. So yeah, if you're wanting a quick card, go and look in your catalogue. It's just not a catalogue. It's an ideas book. It's an absolute godsend some days when your mojo has just deserted you. And that happens a lot. You know, creative block. Writers get it, artists get it. You know, sometimes you just need something that will just kickstart your creativity again. And there is no stigma attached to having, you know, using those tools that you have. And one of them is the catalogue. So yeah, don't ever feel as though everything has to be an original. I mean, gosh, if that was the case, you guys wouldn't even watch YouTube videos, would you? Because, yeah. Okay, so they're on there now. I'm just going to glue this guy down, and I'm going to glue him all down. So, yeah. Fair bit of glue because I want him to, yeah. And I also want them lined up. So I'm going to use my tea rule. If you haven't got one of these, they are the handiest little things in creation. So I'm going to pop him there like that. And then I'm just going to see if he's kind of straight. There we go. Look. Now I'm going to pop the big one down the bottom because I can adjust the middle one in that space. It's a little bit harder if, you know, you've put the middle one down and then you go, oh no, I should have moved that up. It's a bit easier if you do it this way. So I'm going to use my tea rule again. I'm lining up his body. Just lining up his body. I'm going to pop him down there like that. And yeah, look, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but yeah, you know, the eye is more comfortable looking at something if it's kind of lined up and straight. Well, I might just be speaking for myself there. Now I'm going to pop this little guy in here, and I think you see where I'm going. So I might need another little butterfly. I might need a little butterfly. No, I don't think I do. I'll fill that with gems. Okay, so I'll pop some glue on him. And yeah, I'm putting a fair bit of glue on the back of these because they've got to go through embossed as well as die cut. So here's my little tea rule. I'm lining it up. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm lining up with the top of the card there because I know that's a straight edge. Okay, so just popping the center of his body down the center of that rule. Now, look, you don't have to be that pedantic. Okay, I am, but you don't have to be. Look, you know, if you've got a straight eye, I do not have a straight eye, okay? I would love to have a straight eye, but I don't. So I have to rely on tools like that. Okay, so that's our card, just about done. They put it across the middle. I might put this one across the middle, and I don't know if they popped that up, but I think I'm just going to glue that flat, and I will put it across the middle. So yeah, just lining that up across the middle. Make sure that you've got the same distance either side. If you know, you are a little bit pedantic like I am. Where's that tea rule? Yeah, get that tea rule out. See, that's as crooked as a dog's hind leg. So if I just nudge that a little bit, there it is. Beautiful. Now see a little bit of glue there. That's the good thing about having, you know, long nails. So there we go. Is he straight? Beautiful. Now I found these. They probably are retired. I will put all the details below. But I found these gorgeous little pearls, and they've kind of got a little bit of a blue hint to them. So I thought I might use these today. Now here's the thing. They've got to go on this embossed bumpy background. So even though they're self-adhesive, I like to sometimes put a little dot of glue just to give them all the help that they need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 maybe. Okay, so I'll pop that there, a little drop of glue, one there, a little drop of glue there, 1, 2, one over here somewhere, one here, and one here. This in itself is a little bit fraught for me. Ah dear. Okay, so I'm going to pop those down on that little dot of glue. It just helps me see where they're going to go. Oh, crikey. There we go. And it helps them stay attached because they've got a lot to deal with, these poor little pearls. They've got lots of bumps and things. That one doesn't want to sit still. Sorry, did I just bump the camera? Sorry, because I had to use my phone, all of my setup was, you know, oriented towards the smaller iPhone. Beautiful. Look at that. I think that's gorgeous. I did not design this. I did not have the stress of designing this card, but I have used the catalogue and I have created a gorgeous card, and it was designed by a professional. Now that is a card worthy of sending to anybody. Now you could put Wink of Stella on those little butterflies. Let me see, where is my Wink of Stella? I did not put it on, but I think I will. And I think some of the white ones even deserve a little bit of Wink of Stella. If you've not seen Wink of Stella, it's like glitter in a paintbrush. You just get it going and beautiful. Just put a little bit of Wink of Stella on their wings. Probably should have done this before. Probably wasn't in focus just then. I apologise. But you know, I'm just making these videos to amuse myself most of the time. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Beautiful. I think the white ones do deserve some Wink of Stella. Yep. Look, you can paint on as much or as little as you want. And this is just like a little, one of those water painter brushes. Oh, gorgeous. With Wink of Stella, without Wink of Stella. I used some sequins on this one here. It does not have the Wink of Stella. This one I've just decided to put Wink of Stella on. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can. I think you can see it there. Do the whole lot if you want. And these beautiful pearls, just add something to it. And that colour, all blues, lovely. Another monochromatic card. Any colour you like, you can choose any colour you would like to do these butterflies. Butterflies come in literally the rainbow. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. There was not the same sort of pressure, stress levels attached to creating something like really, really unique. And then there are time constraints. There are pressures attached to uploading it and putting all the details in and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, just remember that when you're watching a video, and you know, and the person is driving you crazy or whatever, just spare a thought for them, for the amount of work that they've put into that. And yeah, you can turn off if you really don't like it. You know, there is no need to put a negative comment. And I haven't had any negative comments lately, but, you know, I have had some, and they are a little bit disheartening. So there we go. There's Stampin' Up's beautiful card, and it's gorgeous, and you can make it exactly the same as that if you have the bits and pieces. I've changed it a little bit, and yeah, let's just remember that these are jumping off points, and they're there to get those creative juices flowing. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I really did enjoy this today. There was not a lot of stress involved. And I'll see you guys all on Thursday. Now, if you want to go and have a look at my store, it's jilllancet.stampinup.net. It is an Australian store, so if you are from overseas, you will not be able to purchase from there. You need to go to a demonstrator in your country. If you have any issues, you'd like to talk to me about anything, tilly2145@gmail.com. I'd love it if you gave me a thumbs up. I think many people gave me a thumbs up on Thursday just out of sympathy because of everything that went wrong. If you didn't see Thursdays, okay, that's a day I'd rather forget. But anyway, the card was gorgeous, but, you know, getting there. So, yeah, like this, subscribe it, and share it. Push it over to somebody that you know that would like to make some cards. And if you did like this, I don't want any money for it, but you could donate to the Kanamaluka Wildlife Rehabilitation Centre. And yeah, Diana, I still haven't changed that. I've been so lazy. Yeah, the details are always below. $5 would be brilliant. They would appreciate that no end. This is a centre that is close to my heart. My nephew and his family run this selflessly. They get nothing from the government. They rely on donations and volunteers. So, yeah, thank you so much. I'm just going to hop down off my soapbox now, and I hope you have a great week that's coming ahead for you all, and I'll see you guys all on Thursday. I have my Saturday class on in Maryland's this week, and that should be a hoot too. So, yeah, I'll see you guys all soon. Please take care. Be kind. Hooray. Bye.